Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to figure out which is the best tube screamer ever. This is Ibanez Overdrive. This is where it all started with the tube screamer, and then it went to the OD855 Overdrive 2, and then came along the 808, and then developed into the TS9. I'm not going to get into the whole entire history of the tube screamer. We're going to give you a link below. There's so much stuff online about the tube screamer. People much more knowledgeable than I am. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with these two. We're going to go side by side. We're going to do an elimination round. See which one we like best. We'll do two against each other. See which one we like best. Do the winner against the winner. So forth and so on. And we will figure out which is the best tube screamer ever. Okay? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Stratocaster into a Mad Professor head into a High Watt 412. Just got this Mad Professor fairly recently, and it's outstanding. All right, this orange Ibanez, the first Ibanez Overdrive. You'll see once we get going with this, it's really more like a fuzz. And the Overdrive 2 is also much more fuzzy than you'll see once we get to the 808. And I have to figure that's the changing of the circuits as they went along. All right, here we go. I'm going to start off with everything at noon, and then I'll just tweak them to see what I like best, and we'll pick a winner. Here we go. Clean sound. All right, you can see right off the bat, the orange one has a lot more drive, and it is much more pushing towards fuzz. This Overdrive 2 does sound more like a traditional tube screamer. All right, let's tweak them both a little bit, see what we like, and then pick a winner. Here we go. Ouch, that's a scratchy pot. It's old, you gotta forgive it, okay? Okay, believe it or not, I'm going to pick the orange one, even though I just like it more, but even though it's not really an overdrive sound. So the winner is the orange Overdrive. We'll move on to round two. Okay, round two. This is an early TS808 with the registered trademark circle there, and this is an early TS9. We'll start with the 808. Clean sound. Pretty close. This one sounds a little warmer. I can adjust it with the tone. Let's do a little bit more. All right, winner is TS-808. To me, it just has a little more definition. I guess I could crank up this Ibanez tone a little bit. Let me try that. All right, I'm giving it to the 808. Let's move on. Okay, welcome to round 3. Unfortunately, we have someone that's disqualified. They're dropping out. That would be this older TS9. I took some gut shots of all of them. I took some gut shots of all of them to try and see the magical chips inside, and when I did, I pulled the wire out of this one, so he's disqualified. We're going to move on. Alright, so what we have now is a newer silver label on the back of this TS9, and then we have a TS10. Let's see what we like. They're close. I'm having a tough time. Let's see. I'm going to give a slight edge to the TS10. Slight edge. I like them both. They do sound a little different, but I'm going to give the TS10. Here we go. All right, this is the fourth and final round before we go into the semis. This is an Apex 808 signed by Susumu Tamura. And this one is a Maxon Anniversary OD808 Overdrive, just from jump before we even get started. This one has a lot more power, it has a lot more overdrive. The Apex 808 is more true to the original 808 and TS9. All right, here we go. Now they sound close, but again, I backed a lot of the drive off of the Maxon, the 808 Overdrive that I'm pointing at here. But it also just does sound thinner than the Apex 808 in general. I backed the tone way off and it still just sounds thinner. But let me give it a little more drive because it was a little weak. Here we go. Alright, whatever. I'm picking the Apex 808. I just like it better. It's got more meat to it. Here we go. On to the semifinals. Okay, this is the first semifinal round. We have the original orange Ibanez Overdrive against an early TS-808. Alright, I'm going to make a quick call on this. It's going to be the TS-808. This is a nice pedal. It's really scratchy and dirty. I need to get the pots cleaned or whatever. But it's a cool drive, but it's not what we're looking at here. It's not an overdrive. So it's out. All right, sixth round. We have the Maxon Apex 808 against the TS10. This one sounds much better. Let me try and get some treble out of this. Apex 808 goes to the finals. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we are, final round. We ended up with the Apex 808 Tube Screamer and the TS-808 original early model. As I look at the dials, they're sort of dialed in about the same, and let's try them head to head, see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go with the Apex 808, believe it or not. I think there's a clarity there that's missing in the 808. That seems a little blurred to me. Never would have thought that'd be the case, but here we are. And again, totally subjective, right, folks? I really went into this without any prejudice on any pedal or anything. I just listened to what I listened to and liked what I liked. I really didn't mean for it to come down to this. That being said, anybody out there, you guys all that play and stuff, I mean, this is today. Tomorrow I could like a different pedal differently. Or if I tweaked them a little bit, it all could be different. It's so close. The early TS9 that I compared first or whatever, second round, who knows, with the original TS-808. I mean, they were so close, and again, I could have tweaked and got it, but for today's video, this is where we ended up, and can't recommend it highly enough. All right, stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.